Joe Tyler's back with SmackDown from January 16th, 2026. This one was a little not as great as the last 2 weeks, but it is what it is. We're moving on to the Royal Rumble, which you're going to see two more on my secondary show. That'll be 2006 and 2007, and there's that. But we're going to talk about this one. Tonight's episode of SmackDown. What am I talking about? Sorry. It was in the OVO Arena in London, England, so there's that. They showed what happened last week where Drew McIntyre won the WWE Championship in a 3 Stages of Hell match because of Jacob Fatu. And then there was pipe airs out. I mean, the bagpipes are being used to introduce the new WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre. About freaking time he has held a World Championship in front of people for once! The crowd is saying, there's all Drew McIntyre chants throughout the whole thing, and he gets on the mic and says, I pray for this, and it happened. You deserve a chance from the crowd now. Drew knows it's been a rough few years in the UK, but if anyone can bring together their WWE Championship, the first ever British WWE Championship. Another chant of the crowd chanting, Drew shows his appreciation for the love he gotten before saying screw you to them all. Yeah, typical heel on that. He talked about, when I was fired, where were you when CM Punk kept screwing me? You were all chanting for him. And the ending with Jey Uso. And then with Cody and his rookie ref screwed me and all that. And then that was like, wow, that is some truth about that. But then Randy Orton makes his way to the ring. And he talked, Drew assembled that Randy is out here to congratulate him. But Orton said, and these are all their fans know that don't like each other. So he is not out here to congratulate the new champion and all that. And he says the 3 dangerous letters in wrestling. And it's RKO, whatever. And then Jacob Fatu comes down and attacks Drew McIntyre. Then The Miz attacks Orton. And this led to the first of the Fatal 4-Way qualifying matches. And Randy Orton defeats The Miz. What else is new? Because The Miz always eats pins nowadays. 2 out of 5, it was whatever. Anyways, then Drew is confirmed by LA Dragunov, who talks about not fighting like the same man as he looked to beat Sami Zayn and all that. And then we get Soulja stealing the lantern of Uncle Howdy and all that. There's a video about that. Anyway, then Charlotte has been on this show, and Alexa Bliss is concerned about whether or not Charlotte was sick last week, which must be a storyline thing. I don't know what it is really. And then Nia Jackson Lash Legend comes in, and Charlotte says Flair will just have to learn the hard way and all that. And And speaking of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, they defeat Julia and Kiana James. This was actually a solid match. And then Nia and Lash came out, and this is a triple threat match next week between the 3 to face the women's tag titles. I wonder who's going to eat the pinfall in that match next week. Yeah, 3 out of 5 I'll give it. Solo said if the Y6 wants their lantern back, they put their tag titles on the line. And yeah. Then Cody Rhodes makes his way to the ring. All he does is talk about what happened last week, and he announced himself to be in the Royal Rumble match. I mean, I like Cody all, but he doesn't need to win the Royal Rumble anyways. And he talked about Jacob Fatu and all that. Anyways, then Matt Cardona gets interviewed and all that. It's so weird to me hearing him not saying Zack Ryder because that's what he was in WWE, but I guess that's a Triple H decision. And all that, but yeah, he lost to Trick Williams in this one. Okay, it's the best word I could say about it. It was okay. 2.5, I'll give it. And then Kid Wilson attacks him. He gets on the mic, but then there was a Damian Priest interview also, talk about his match against Solo and all that. And then Jacob Fatu just attacks Kid Wilson and calls out Cody Rhodes, and there's a brawl between the two in that simple match at Saturday Night's main event. No 2-hour security getting messed up in there all the way. Yeah. Anyways. Then we get another Saturday's main event of number one contenders qualifying match. Damian Priest defeats Solo Sikoa because the Y6 got involved and yada yada yada. This was one of the better matches on the show, but yeah, a 3 out of 5 I'll give it. And then there was Uncle Howard enters the ring and retrieves the lantern, only for Talatonga with a big boot and grabs the lantern and Solo, and they run away and all that. That's the match between the two teams next week. Whatever. And then Sami Zayn is backstage. He confronts Drew McIntyre, and Sami tells him about going out there and going to war with Dragunov and all that. And then we cut get some hype for Sami Zayn taking on the LA Dragunov and all that. Then there's a upcoming second season of WWE Unreal with focus on between Seth and Becky, and I was like, does this really have to be on this? Anyways, then the U.S. Open Challenge was answered by TNA X Division Champion Leon Slater. Honestly, this was actually a good match and all that. And yeah, a 3.5 I'll give it. Could have been better and all that, but then Shinsuke was watching on the TV and Tama Tonga confronts him and mocks him for losing his shot, and now worse says something in Japanese, and that was it. Anyways, then Dragon Gale Kings the Ray confronts Axiom for what has been doing in the recent weeks, but then Gargano then gets blindsided by another Axiom, but it was Nathan Frazier. Yeah. Another overfilling film package. My money is he's going to be at the Royal Rumble, but that's a surprise entry and all that. So, there's a spoiler right there. Jordan Grace defeats Chelsea Green again. Why are you throwing Jordan Grace to the championship right away? It's going to make her lose everything right away. It's just a pointless squash match, by the way. Anyways, then we get the main event, the final number one contender match for the WWE Championship. Sami Zayn defeats Alien Dragunov in the best match on this show. 4 out of 5 I'll give it. Sami Zayn won because the Saturday's main event's gonna be in Montreal anyways. And yeah, Trick Williams attacked him after that, and that's how the show ends. Yeah. Although it was B minus, I'll give it. Yeah, yeah, that's the best grade I give it. So episode 3 will be up for you. 9 will be tomorrow, and then Sunday will be Toy Story 3, and yeah, and that's it for now. Like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel, notification bell, and there. Bye bye.